So you won't hear me say this very often, but if you're looking to buy a new Tesla, you might want to do it this month. Looks like tax laws may be changing here. This is on Tesla's own website. 7,500 federal tax credit, okay? All new Model 3 vehicles currently qualify for federal tax credit for eligible buyers. And it says here, the $7,500 tax credit will reduce to $3,750 for Model 3 rear-wheel drive and Model 3 long range on January 1st, 2024. So take delivery by December 31st for the full tax credit. So basically what's going on is Department of Energy is changing the rules on who they give the tax credit to and who they don't give it to. And moreover, it's something that I've talked about several times on this channel. Don't necessarily count on this tax credit to be around forever. And one of the things that's so crazy about the whole Tesla fanboys and fangirls is you'll hear it a lot in comments. Oh, I hate Biden. I love Trump. This kind of stuff. Guys, I don't like either of these people. Okay, I want to make that very clear. I don't like either of these people. But I can read, and I know that generally speaking, if Trump were to get elected, he would completely eliminate the tax credit because that's not part of their party platform. And this has been a Democrat thing, right? The federal tax credit for EVs. And I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying that's what it is. So I just want to make that really clear. However, with that said, essentially what's going on here is, and I'll read it to you guys. We're talking about not just Tesla, though, all EVs. So this is a article about this. It says, broadly speaking, the federal EV tax credit is meant to make sure U.S. automakers are sourcing battery components and materials from companies located in the U.S. or U.S. free trade countries, right? So essentially we're talking about part sourcing here. It says here, to achieve these goals, the DOE, that's Department of Energy, proposed new rules on December 1st that said EVs with battery components coming from a company or group designated as a foreign entity of foreign concern, so FEOC, foreign entity of foreign concern, or foreign entity of concern, that's what it is, would be ineligible for full tax credit, okay? A company that had at least 25% ownership by a partner, quote, owned by, controlled by, or subject to the jurisdiction or direction of a government such as China, Russia, North Korea, or Iran is considered FEOC. Now, what's interesting that with this is that this broader sort of, I guess, thing how manufacturing rules could really affect companies like Tesla, who manufacture quite a lot of cars in Shanghai, right? So if you don't know, Shanghai's in China, and China's on the list here: China, Russia, North Korea, Iran. And I'm not just making just random stuff up. That's why I want to tell you guys about this kind of stuff. Moreover, I want to put some caveats though on the whole buying Tesla stuff. One is, right, Tesla keeps reducing prices of their cars, so the prices could come down to sort of compensate, right, that there's no EV tax credit. So obviously, for the consumer, you may not necessarily, just for example, if Tesla cuts prices, you may not necessarily notice a change in prices because the tax credit will be gone, but maybe they cut prices. But obviously, for profitability and the earnings from Tesla are definitely going to go down, right, if they cut prices. Moreover, they're also facing some backlash in Sweden and now in Denmark. You might have heard about this stuff. The Swedes were going on strike, and they weren't even doing stuff like printing up new license plates for Tesla. So they're certainly facing challenges in Europe. Moreover, and this is sort of the who knows when. I mean, who knows. But if you were to wait, so like I said you won't hear me say it often that you need to buy a new Tesla today. But if you were to wait, theoretically, they're saying here Tesla's $25,000 car to be built at Giga, Texas, and then in Mexico. So they are making plans to build a cheaper car. Guys, who knows when it's going to come out though? Remember the Cybertruck was announced 4 years ago, and it finally came out. The Roadster is still not yet here. So this could be a pipe dream. It could be real too. It's anyone's guess, and your guys' guess is as good as mine with this kind of stuff. My suggestion would be to ask Elon, hey, Elon, when's the $25,000 car coming out? But if you are in the market for a car, and for whatever reason, the fanboys and fangirls think I absolutely hate Tesla. No, not necessarily. I just think you should buy cars at a decent value, and if you are going to buy a car, pay cash. The Model 3, the prices aren't completely outrageous, right? So you're looking between, what is it, at least according to here, was it 28 to 35, something in that range. But I think this is taking into the taking into the account of the $7,500 tax credit. So, usually oh, and that's probable savings. They I hate it when they do that crap, right? Okay. So 38. Sorry, my bad. Purchase price 38, right? So okay, I take that back about the not outrageous price. So I'll just say it's not cheap. I'll just say that, and you guys can decide if that is outrageous or not. I think we've looked before. A comparable sort of just regular equipped vehicle in a combustible car. I think you're looking at maybe 25 to something in that range, maybe 23. I don't think you can get that many new cars under 20 these days, and you guys can let me know if you can. And obviously this is more of a luxury end kind of vehicle, but it is electric. And again, if you're in the market for this kind of stuff, the tax credit may go away and it may not be around forever. Moreover, the thing is with Tesla's interesting is sometimes people think that the full self-driving is included with these cars. My understanding is I think you got to pay like 12 grand a year, or is it 12 grand one payment, something like that. We got to pay extra. And this came out the other day where an employee is saying, full self-driving might not be as safe as as the company touts it out to be. You can see right here, it says ex-Tesla employee cast doubt on car safety. But, in my opinion, you if you're buying a car, you can drive it yourself. You're a big boy and a big girl. You can drive a car. So I don't necessarily, for me at least, I don't think about the robo-taxis and the full self-driving as part of the part of the package when I'm buying said car. A lot of people sort of bake that stuff in, but I think you can save the money and drive your own car. But yes, in the future, maybe if that stuff works, no problem if it works. But don't necessarily expect it to come with the base models, right? I think that there's a high chance you're gonna have to pay more. This whole tax credit thing, it's interesting because there's been discussions about this battery sourcing in the past. Elon himself has said I think they've been trying to acquire companies and so that they can source it themselves to qualify for said credits. But even if they qualify today for say the full 7,500 credit, this credit may not last forever. As you guys know, just giving you an overall picture of this stuff, the macro environment and the U.S. government. If you don't know, I mean they're already essentially spending too much. They're more money's going out than coming in, and so one of the ways to try to shore up that deficit would be to cut some of these types of credits, these kind of things. So if I had to bet, I don't think the EV tax credit will be around forever. If I had to bet, moreover, with the way these things are going, like for example, here in Korea, the Korean companies, I think it was POSCO and a couple others, have made deals with American companies, so like GM, etc. And then it's not just though Korea and America companies, like they'll also make deals with like a three-way deal with say Brazil, or another three-way deal with say China, etc. So even some of the deals here in Korea that they've been making may come under scrutiny, right? If the U.S. goes like, hey, your cars, if you want any kind of tax credit, have to be U.S. source, U.S. parts, U.S. labor, all these kind of things. In this day and age, it's hard to build anything at a reasonable price and do it exclusively in USA. But there could be a movement towards that, and it just depends. That's more of a political thing, and I could see either party going for those kind of stuff, like USA only. But the big issue with the EV stuff is was it lithium, copper, these kind of things? Where are we sourcing this stuff from? And there's only a finite amount out there, and not all of it is in the USA. So that's sort of the trick that this industry faces. So again, I just want to let you guys know this kind of stuff. It's on Tesla's website, so you can find it for yourself. I'm not just making up random stuff. And I want to let you know. So you got till January 1st, 2024. And like I said, I don't think it's going to be around forever. So just wanted to share this with you guys. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of these topics that we talked about with this. And what do you think? Do you think the EV tax credits will be around much longer, or do you think this will be a long-running thing? So it's an interesting question. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next video.